All right. Hey, everybody. I'm Dan Fitzpatrick at stockmarketmentor.com. And look, I want to go over a couple of trades here that the Cathie Wood did. I keep forgetting if it's Wood or Woods. I guess it's Wood that Cathie Wood did today. What she did was she sold a bunch of Tesla and then she bought a bunch of Archer Aviation. And so I thought it was kind of interesting. I mean, I don't know how, I'm not a big Wood devotee because she either makes people a lot of money or she loses them a boatload of money. And while she's losing them a boatload of money, she's saying, oh, but just wait, my 5 year price target for such and such is whatever. And hell, I'm just hoping I make it 5 more years. So anyway, but I always look at what she does because I think it's interesting. And she's obviously an extremely smart person. By the way, I'm not saying she's an extremely smart lady because that would be sexist. However, she's an extremely smart person, and I think you ignore her at your peril. And I'm not going to do that. So here's what she did. Like she sold Tesla. And, I can look at this, it's up in an all-time high, and I'd go, well, great trade, Sherlock, because this thing's just going higher. And I think it will. My sense is it's not a prediction, though maybe it is. I think Tesla is probably going to hit 500 before it finds any kind of resistance. The only thing that goes against that grain, and had this on our active trade list for a while. The only thing is this is up 45% above its 50-day moving average. Now back here, if we're looking at this here, the last time it peaked, it ran up 42.5%. How about here? When it peaked here, it was up 30%. I mean, the hits keep coming. How about back here? This was a big monster top. Maybe it was more here. Okay, so that's 48%. What I'm saying is that when you just try to look at things objectively, just look at things objectively, just look at the moving averages and don't be like, Tesla, oh boy, I love Elon Musk, or oh, Tesla, I hate Elon Musk, I'm going to short this. Don't be thinking about that stupid stuff. Instead, if you're looking at a chart objectively, you will look at this and say, wow, this is extended a lot. This is really, really extended. And my question is, how much farther will it go before it has some kind of a pullback or some kind of a correction? Now, I don't know what the answer to that is, and I'm not going to guess, because if I guess and I turn out to be correct, then you're going to think I'm really smart. And if it turns out that I'm absolutely wrong, then you're going to think I'm really dumb. And frankly, that's the bid and the ask, and I'm somewhere in the middle. Not that smart, not that dumb. Instead, what I would suggest you do is this. Use the 8-day exponential moving average to key off of this if you're long Tesla. That gives you about 8% downside and for the opportunity to sit around and enjoy more upside. And just today on Friday, it's up over 4%, 4.16%. So it doesn't take too many more days to make your 8% risk on the downside totally worth it. Okay. Now, so she ditched some of this. I don't know if she still holds any, and I don't, she keeps calling and asking me for my advice, and I never pick up the phone. So I don't know whether she still owns Tesla or not. But she picks up Archer Aviation. And as it turns out, I mean, I don't know, man, it seems like it's kind of a little bit early on this, but then people buying Bitcoin at $1,000 were a little bit early on it too. And look what happened. So Archer Aviation is producing electrical vertical takeoff and landing aircraft for urban environments. Basically, they want to create air taxis. Now, sounds good to me. I sure as hell wouldn't ride in one of them, but maybe you would. But this has gone up 144% from this last breakout here, and at one point was up way more than that, almost 200%. So man, you can't argue with this chart, not at all. I'm sure the fundamentals of the company show that it's hemorrhaging money, like it just got shot in the chest in South Chicago in a gang fight, random shooting. Um, and so the way I look at this, though, is this is a total, it's just a wild stock to be trading, to be investing in it like she's doing. Okay, well, I guess that works. But what I would suggest doing is this: step back a little bit. First of all, just look at the chart. Is this something you want to be involved in? This is a real wild one. But I would instead be looking at this. Like, this is the current trading range here. Maybe you can get a little narrower here. Like, this is a different trading range. I look at this here. I look at this here, and I see a lot of pain. I see a lot of pain right there. Um, that's why I got this. So this is like, to me, one big red bar that you don't want to be involved in. So this stock still has to climb through quite a bit of regret from people who bought the top, and now they're looking to kind of sell their stuff. So I would look at this as having about 15% of really, really hard climbing at this point. And even for an air taxi, that can be a tough deal. Notice how I just kind of put in that pun. So instead, what I would suggest doing is watching it. Hopefully, the stock will become in a tighter range without having to contract the chart like I've just done. But you want to see it be kind of grinding around here a little bit. And my bet is it will be doing that. Stocks like this that are just so volatile don't stay that way. Ultimately, the buyers and sellers, they kind of get tired. They get kind of worn out. And then ultimately the stock will kind of settle down, probably right around 8-ish. And you say, like, okay, buyers and sellers have some kind of an agreement as far as what they think the right price is. And then we love that agreement, because then we look for somebody to break the agreement. Boom, then the stock moves up. Okay, so that's what we want to wait for. Now, one other thing. Okay. I'm going to be online with Scott McGregor tomorrow. Scott is our crypto market mentor. The guy's made $1 million, over $1 million. I've seen his statements this year trading crypto, over $1 million. And he started with, shall we just say, a heck of a lot less than $1 million. I think he's going to show his statement tomorrow, but I can tell you he started the beginning of the year with around 100,000, maybe 120, something like that. And now he's over $1 million. And it's just been trading on crypto. And by the way, he's been sharing all of his trades with our peeps at Crypto Market Mentor, which is $97 a month. Stock Market Mentor and Option Market Mentor are $140, excuse me, $150 a month, 147. I'm just showing you my face so I can look in the camera at you. I'm going to be, as soon as I can get our IT guy who's on vacation, next week, I'm going to be raising the price for Crypto Market Mentor to $147 for new members. Not for existing members. You guys are already in, don't worry about it. But for new members next week, my bet is probably Tuesday or Wednesday. And I'm not really going to promote it because I'm going on vacation too. But this is ridiculous. We're paying 147 for Stock Market Mentor, 147 for Option Market Mentor, and 97 bucks for Crypto Market Mentor. And I'll tell you this, people on Crypto Market Mentor are absolutely crushing it. And so I was looking at the prices the other day, and frankly, I forgot that was our price. It was the initial price. I'll tell you exactly why. You do this with new product. You start with a lower price, and hang on, I'm going to stop sharing my screen so I can see you. You go to Crypto 101K. But, okay. So the deal is, when you first start a subscription, you start with a really, really low rate because you want to get people in. You want to get the buzz. You want to get the excitement. And then once you get people in, then you start saying, okay, now we have legitimacy. We've got a crowd. People like it. Maybe they like it just totally for the cheap price, but that's for another conversation. People like it. They're here. Now we can start raising the price because, hey, we got a party. Look at us, everybody. We got a party, and the cover charge is $97. Come on in. And so at this point, Scott has this massive Telegram channel where he's kicking out trades, and not just him, but we got hundreds of people in there who are communicating back and forth 24/7. And this is on Crypto Market Mentor for $97 a month. And I'm just telling you this. I'm just like looking you in the eye. If it's really difficult for you to afford $97 a month for basically 24/7 revolving information on crypto, weekly webinars, trade ideas, constant monitoring of the crypto. I mean, how do you think Scott made all this money in a year? Because he's been a monster on this stuff and he shares all this stuff with his members. And so $97 a month. And by the way, I get it for free. But if I didn't, I would pay $97. I'm just telling you guys, and I don't mean to be browbeating you. Sometimes when I talk like this, I kind of frown a little bit. I don't mean to. I'm encouraging you. This is a monster thing that we've created. I'm real proud of Scott, and you can support him by joining Crypto Market Mentor for $97, and you'll be happy that you did. That's just what I'm telling you. Now, he actually didn't want to do, we just had a conversation earlier today, and he said, you know what, truth be told, Dan, I didn't really want to do a course. It's just a pain in the butt. You know, like I got a family, I got a lot of stuff going on, but he kind of got, I kind of cajoled him into doing it. And I said, dude, you need to create a seminal moment. You need to have a business card of something other than your picture on the website. You got to have something that people would look at and go, this is the guy. And so I go like, you got to make this thing. I don't care if it's an hour long, but just do something. And that was my charge to him. And then the guy comes back with this, like over 200 slides. And I'm going like, okay, well, that's good too. But we're still keeping the price really low. So however it is, I could keep talking to this camera all day because it just keeps staring back at me. But the point that I want to make is you have to make some kind of investment in yourself, either in time or in money, or typically both, in order to succeed in trading. I don't even want to know. Let me put it this way. I've spent throughout my career well over $100,000 just on courses, probably closer to two. Like I'm a seminar junkie. Before crypto, I was going all over the place. Now I just do it all online. But the point is, if you want to get really good at something, you need to put in the time and you need to put in the energy. However, one thing you can do too is, and people at Stock Market Mentor and Option Market Mentor do this with me and with Sam and Scott. You can leverage my work, my time, my effort, my knowledge and experience, and the same thing with Scott. So you can be making money while you're learning how to do this stuff, as opposed to the old-fashioned way like I did it, where I could be losing a lot of money while I was learning how to do this stuff. So compare my way to the way you can do it. This would be better, wouldn't it? So, all right, look, that's all I got for you. I'm taking my wife out to dinner, and that's always fun, okay? All right, I'll see you guys later. Sign up.